Tell you, our academic calendar says we're going to have spring break, but this weather doesn't say we're going to have spring break in Pocatello
No.
at all.
Well, today's the first day of spring, so
I know, and yeah,
isn't it fitting to wake up to snow?
or nice driving to, and like I had to Idaho Falls this morning. That was
Oh,
just so much fun. So yeah, but once I got out of Pocatello, it was fine, and after Fort Hall, it was great. So yeah, weird. Okay, okay, that's fine. You all can still see the agenda, right? No, I
no.
need to go back because I thought it had shared. Now you should see it, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get us started and call our meeting to order. We just had a couple of absences. Again, they were notified. So Jessica Winston, and then did Ben jump in or no? I can't tell. Catherine, did you see him?
Ben is not going to be here today. He told us at
Got it.
executive committee.
No, and well, before you had jumped on, I had asked because I said he apply or reply no, but then I asked Catherine and she didn't know. So anyway, with that being said, again, we have Ines back. So thank you for joining us again, who replaced Jonah again, and we're happy to have you here. You know everything that we've done. So again, welcome back. We already approved our minutes from February 13th via email. Report from the executive committee. So I did not have executive committee yesterday, but Bob ran it and then filled me in. And our big thing is just, we're going to be revisiting bylaws again. And Catherine had already kind of sent that out to you guys. And if you feel there is anything that needs to be changed besides us at executive committee looking at updating things, please let myself, Catherine, or Ben know. And then we'd be happy to again take that up. And then once we have those revisions, we'll put that to council again to vote. And stay tuned for that. It should be hopefully before the end of the semester. That's basically the big thing. And then Cindy joined the meeting yesterday too, just to talk about the honor certificate and how that's all moved forward. And we're going to look to vote on that and approve that today, as long as everyone sees fit. One other, again, announcement too, catalog is scheduled to be published next week. No ifs, ands, or buts, and nothing being restricted. And that's again for this upcoming calendar year. With that being said, academic affairs. Cindy, do you have anything?
I think I was just going to potentially remind everyone that if they're interested in ordering regalia, we just have a couple of days left for graduation. I think it's March 22nd you need to order your regalia by. So if you are interested in attending graduation, or you might already have your own regalia, but the university does pay for that for us all if you're interested. So I think that's the only update. I mean, maybe I'll also say that 16 members of our faculty were awarded emeriti recipients. So that was exciting. And we also have 15 new outstanding faculty, teachers, researchers, and service. So I think the distinguished isn't announced. The 3 distinguished is much closer to graduation. So very exciting. Lots going on.
Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Yep. Gert, do you have anything? Well, Ben is not here, but does anybody out academic affairs? Do you have anything from Gert that needs to be reported?
I don't sit on GERC, so I don't.
Or registrar's office, sorry. And I know Ivory's not here, but Maren, I didn't know if you had anything. Sorry.
No, just the catalog is planning on publishing next Wednesday. So that's
awesome.
it.
Thank you. With that being said, again, we have BAS minutes again to accept. So again, for September, November, and January. And again, we just accept these minutes. So with that being said, Catherine, you did send it out. And you might have, I just might have missed it. Was that sent out in the email? I think it was, right? In your email yesterday?
The what? Oh, the BAS committee minutes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yes.
With that being said, can I get a motion to accept?
Move to accept the BAS minutes.
Beautiful. Camille, I see a second, and then all in favor,
Aye.
Aye.
or just raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. We have accepted those minutes. Subcommittee, that is an ongoing thing, and that's kind of here, especially with the catalog being updated. It's not, again, something that we had that subcommittee at our meeting at this point, but again, that's something that Ben and Bob, again, have been working with in that, and if anything, again, that'll take place again with stuff next year if they're reelected for those positions. The only thing I have, my big thing is we will do elections today. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why we are meeting, because we only have 2 items again on our agenda. And as you all know me by now, I don't like to waste time again meeting if we don't have much on our agenda. I like to save it up so we have a bunch to approve. But this is again coming forth for our faculty senate, so it can be accepted for our officers as well. With that being said, faculty senate and any other councils, but Bob, you first, or anybody else?
Faculty Senate updates. I mean, there's a million updates from the Faculty Senate. The question is, are any of them really relevant? No, I'm kidding.
Keep them brief. No, I'm kidding.
No, Faculty Senate's doing some really good work as far as getting policies approved, especially things that affect the faculty in general. The main thing that is being discussed again is the workload policy. There was a little bit of revision that has now been done to it, so that will come up again at this next Faculty Senate meeting. And the other major issue for us here in UCC would be the promotion and tenure policy is up for revision and is being revised, and FPPC and Mel Anderson over in our policy officer have been working on those, and they kind of hinted that there might be a draft. I don't think there's going to be a draft this year, or this school year, but we'll see. So those are the 2 big announcements from Faculty Senate. Unless anyone has any specific questions from them, I can, yeah.
Bob, thank you. And then anybody else have anything for the good of the order before I move on? Okay, so we have officers for next year. I'm gonna go exact order in that. A couple of you have reached out to me, others of you have not, about that, about again the different positions in that, again, or about also having just again the officers that were here present. And so I'm going to entertain nominations first for chair before I look to vote.
I will nominate Wesley for chair.
Oh, Bob, thank you. Can I see Crystal? Anybody else? Oh, I see none of you else. That's also tying with nominating that no one else wants it. Inez, you were talking, but you were muted. No, you're not.
I don't think I didn't say anything. I think.
Oh, I thought you were saying something. I'm sorry.
Maybe somebody else. Yeah.
Okay.
Started.
Sorry.
No?
Okay.
Just to be clear, I was seconding the nomination for you, just in case anybody was wondering.
That's what I thought, Crystal. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea here.
No worries. Okay. And then we'll look to no, I'll just vote on each one separately. With that being said, then again, we'll
Ask for any other nominations.
I was just going to. Thanks, Bob. Any other nominations before I look to vote?
I want to throw in that Jessica Winston said she'd be willing to serve, but she's not, she'd be fine not to. So that's up to you folks.
And I'll throw in a thing that she would look to serve for any of those positions. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So just it's on the record. Yep. Okay, with that being said, again, looking to vote then for chair. All in favor for myself to be chair for next year. Either aye.
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 Or raise your hand. Any opposed? Anybody abstaining? So moved. And just so you do know, this will be my last year as chair, because I will also fall off UCC, and I've served my 2 terms. And in talking with executive committee and just some of you folks, I will be done with this committee afterwards. I will need a break. So, but I thank you for again nominating me and for accepting the nomination and being voted on. And I look to again serve you guys next year. So thank you all. And I enjoy working with all of you. It's one of probably the best councils I've ever worked for on campus. So see something in the chat. Awesome. Yep, thank you all. Yep, thanks, Camille. That being said, nominations for vice chair, I'll open it to the floor and I will nominate Bob Houghton to start with.
Oh, thank you, Wesley.
Oh, you're welcome. Crystal's seconding in that, and then anybody else?
That was seconded?
Yes, by Crystal.
Okay, great, thank you.
And then I'm gonna call any other nominations before we vote on Mr. Houghton. Okay, so all in favor for Bob Houghton to be vice chair, either aye, raise your hand, and I'm an aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. Bob Houghton will look to be vice chair. His term does fall off. However, that will be pending just with him getting reelected from College of Business, which already looks like to happen for his seat. So that being said, last but not least, executive secretary. I will call on the good of the order for nominations to start.
I talked to Ben. He said he'd
Yeah.
be willing to do it again.
Oh yeah, I did too. I was just
So,
I was
what
gonna
I'm
nominate
trying
him.
to say is I'll nominate Ben, even though.
And I'll second. And I see Crystal seconding as well. With that being said, let's take or any more nominations to call before I look to vote. Okay, nomination closed. Let's go ahead and vote. All in favor for Ben Bowen to continue as executive secretary. Either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. You have your executive committee for 26 or for 25-26, which will be myself as chair, Bob as vice chair, and then Ben as again executive secretary. Anything in regards to that before I look to move forward on our business? Oh, and I speak on part of executive committee. We are excited to work with you all again. We have nothing in information, consent, or unfinished business because again, we are still barreling along with some stuff from last semester, and then kind of again bringing things out for this coming year. It does make me a little alarmed that it's this late and we have not seen many new proposals. It makes me think that fall will be busy. I just want to state in talking with the executive committee, the registrar's office, and that the due date is October 20th of 2025. And we are looking to stand that date firm. No ifs, ands, or buts. So again, we cannot have some stuff that rolled into this year happen. So please work with your colleges, constituents, everything like everyone everyone there to know that that date is set firm October 20th. With that being said, can I get a motion to take up the new business, which is these two items here?
So
Crystal, I
moved.
see it first, and then thank you again, everyone seconding in that. Bob, let me go ahead and I will pull up proposal 1A, which is the discontinuance of unmanned aerial systems. Right. Okay. So we're just continuing this program. This is something College of Tech was looking at, and I know it was on the 3-year plan as well. Again, I know I talked to Ivory about this, and it was, I think, yep, signed off by the registrar's office. Okay, so talks again, we're just continuing that, and again, removal of UAS, again, descriptions, and again, this will include again AAS, ITC, BTC as well. Okay. Everything was pretty clean with this one. So there you go right there. And it's the bigger reason why is low enrollment and again, cost. So. and pretty clean. We'll look to accept the state proposals, or sorry, endorse the state proposals as we usually do. Any impacts look good. Okay. That being said, motion to approve proposal 1A.
Move approval.
That's Bob. I see a second with Camille. All in favor, either aye, raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Myself too. Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. 1A is approved. Okay, moving along. 32A. Again, we've been talking about this since last year. This is the honors, again, certificate, civic engagement, about that separate, again, committee that is actually going to be responsible for these kinds of things in regards to like interdisciplinary studies and that. Okay. No concerns, no concerns, no concerns.
Is this the honor certificate?
Correct, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, and the university committee, again, made up of 13 faculty from all different colleges, voted in 2025. Again, there was one abstention, but everybody else approved out of those 13. Everything else was pretty clean. I had talked to Ivory Executive Committee. I talked to Cindy about this one. We're good to move forward. Okay, and there's your rationale. I'll give a few moments just for people to observe. Hey, Catherine, this is your note here. Are you good with this? From February 19th?
Please don't resolve
I'm
that
not going
one
to
yet.
delete it. I was just.
Yeah.
Some,
Yeah, don't resolve it. Yeah, that's just a note to me when I'm creating the NWCCU paperwork.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Looks like everything else is good. Motion to approve 32A.
So moved.
Bob, can I get a second? Camille, all in favor? Either aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Awesome. Any
Anybody,
opposed?
any opposed verbally, please? Or, just a
Or
number.
raise your hand.
Yeah, but Wesley, you'll need to tell me.
I will.
Thank you.
Any abstention? So moved. It is unanimously approved.
Great, thank you.
Yep. That being said, motion to endorse the state proposals for unmanned aerial systems and the honors civics engagement certificate.
So moved.
Crystal, stay in
Second.
the. Yep, and then I got a second for Bob. Thank you. All in favor, just again, either raise your eye or raise your hand or just an eye.
Aye.
Aye.
Perfect. So moved. Okay, so we have accepted those state proposals for endorsement. I've talked to you already about the bylaws and that's again, be a work in progress. And like I said, I would hope that we do have it, executive committee, myself looking at different things, again, to be done by the end of the semester. And then again, that also goes if you have any input as well. So reps, this is your turn to, again, step up if you feel there's anything that needs to be changed within the bylaws. And again, executive committee can kind of take a look at it. Bob?
So, yep. So we actually do need to have one slight bylaw change. And the way, I don't know if everyone knows it, but the way bylaw changes work is you have to propose in one meeting to vote in the next meeting. So since we're starting to run out of time, let me tell you the proposal I'd like to make. And again, we don't vote on it, but we can make them. And that is the university is creating a lot of interdisciplinary programs, and interdisciplinary in this case, meaning multi-college involvement in interdisciplinary programs. And as part of this discussion, it has come out that if these interdisciplinary programs need curriculum, how are we going to handle those curriculum changes? And so the first part of the, and all of this has been documented with in the minutes and through memos, through academic affairs, dean's council, admin council. All of this is so far approved and all those kind of things. But how are we going to deal with them from a UCC standpoint? So faculty committees are going to be created that will help manage the program. So that will be the faculty. The program director will function as the department head or chair. So that leaves, well, how do we handle this from a UCC perspective? And so we've been talking about this in executive committee, and we've kind of come to the same conclusion that the library functions already as an interdisciplinary program, an academic interdisciplinary program. They serve all of us. So it would make sense then, from that service standpoint, for them to be the UCC representative for these interdisciplinary programs. And so for that to happen, I would propose a bylaw change, and that would be that we, under the membership of the UCC, so this is section 2, part A, that we add as a sub-point underneath when it says the composition of UCC, we add as a sub-point underneath the library to state also responsible for interdisciplinary programs.
And you said it was under 2A?
I believe, yeah, up.
I just pulled it up here just so people can see them.
Yeah.
These are all, by the way, on the UCC website, of course, that if you want further, this is more our working document for executive committee. You said 2A. I can't remember because I looked at it yesterday. Just talked about that. Recall.
Yeah, up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
There it is, that section right there.
Got it right there. Yep. Yep.
So as you can
talking about
see,
right in here. Yep.
yes, so it says one faculty member from the university library. There will be a sub bullet point underneath to state that also in charge of interdisciplinary programs.
Perfect.
So then that way we have all of this stuff defined, and that way we don't lose institutional knowledge about how we're going to handle this stuff.
And then one thing that I am just going to bring up and throw out here, and I've talked about this before at executive committee, but just so everyone on the floor hears it. So, and this is up here, or it's up here about attendance in regards to, it's down here. And we've already been practicing parts of this now because myself and Bob and Ben, we serve on different committees besides UCC, but it opens up to the flexibility that it doesn't just need to be the chair at these meetings, that it can be any member of executive committee. And that just helps due to teaching loads, time, and scheduling. I'll just say from a chair perspective, there's a lot of things that are behind the scenes that myself is responsible for and or executive committee. So this just opens it up that it doesn't just have to be one person. Again, we can open up to other people, and then that would, again, this language and that would be changed in here under C, under duties of officers. Just throwing that out, or putting that out there. Again, and we can look to maybe again meet on these changes the next time we do meet, or again, unless again others of you bring up stuff, bring up stuff to the table, we can again look to revisit. And if it has to continue into next semester, as much as we don't want things to, again, if it does, it does. That's just the way it goes with that. That's one thing I wanted to do before I left this chair, is make sure to revisit these bylaws and make any revisions as we need, or as we see fit. I will close before we are done, unless anyone else has anything with bylaws before I say my one last thing. Go ahead, Catherine.
Yeah, I do. I want to make sure that everybody knows that all changes have to be shown in red and strikeouts, because we need to, this will be reviewed and approved by Faculty Senate and Associate Deans in Academic Affairs, and they need to see exactly what's changed. And so do I. So
I know,
don't
and I'll
just
take the
don't
blame,
just
Catherine,
edit
on that.
it because that makes life miserable for me.
I took the change.
Yeah.
There was some technical issues, but Catherine, you
Yeah,
can,
that's
you
okay.
can
As long as
scold
I
me
can
for
see what's
that.
there, then I can fix it. Just
I'll take the
don't
scolding from you.
yeah, I'm just saying to everybody else, don't just change the text. I need to see exactly what you changed. So if you need to use the suggesting mode, that's okay. I can deal with it from there. But don't resolve suggestions, and don't make any changes that don't show. That's all I ask.
Okay, thank you. So noted. With
Okay.
that being said, my big last thing is just please start to work with your colleges and constituents in bringing forth proposals and working with the registrar's office or myself or any of the officers if you have questions about proposals. So we don't have the mad dash of, the week before October 20th trying to approve. Okay.
Right.
With that
And
being
October
said,
20th is the deadline. I'm not going to accept anything this year that past October 20th unless there's a really good reason for it, because this is nuts. I'm still trying to get caught up on
and thank
last
you all
year's
too.
catalog changes.
Myself from executive committee, we really do appreciate serving you, and you guys have been easy to work with as well in regards to the council in general. With that being said, if you are on spring break next week, hope you all have a great spring break. If not, I hope you take some time off, staff and that. And I don't have anything else, but I will call for a motion to adjourn unless someone has anything. Camille is adjourning. With that being said, or do you have something to say, Camille? No.
Nope,
Perfect.
just motion to adjourn.
Awesome. You
I
guys
have
all
one
take
thing.
care. See you
Wait,
all again.
Candace, hold on.
I have one thing.
We have one
Yeah,
thing.
Crystal, I have one thing. I just wanted to say I'm leaving.
Oh.
I've enjoyed my term. I just wanted to say thank you for the learning opportunity. It's been a great council. I actually really look forward to maybe being able to serve in the future. So I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you,
Oh,
Crystal. We've enjoyed working
Thank
with you.
you. Yes, it's been great.
Okay, we're good then. Take care. Catherine, I'll send
Bye.
this to you.